Hello and welcome to True Pathfinder, your portal to health and truth. And in this video, we're going to look at phlegm. Why? Because phlegm, if not taken care of, can deteriorate into infections. So let's look at the different causes of phlegm, the different sorts of phlegm that you can have, and most importantly, how to treat phlegm successfully with natural remedies. Let's get started. If phlegm stays in your lungs or bronchi, then coughing, asthma, and shortness of breath may appear. If the phlegm obstructs your middle body channels, the spleen and the stomach, it can cause the oppression and fullness of your gastric region, as well as vomiting, dizziness, heaviness of the limbs and the body, and or diarrhea. Additionally, a stroke can occur if the phlegm obstructs the inside of the channels and collaterals. According to Western medicine, phlegm syndrome can appear with chronic bronchitis, bronchial asthma, laryngopharyngitis, esophagitis, vertigo of the optogenetic type, sequela of the cardiovascular accident, neurosis, schizophrenia, epilepsy, and goiter. Phlegm is caused by the dysfunction of internal organs, especially the lungs, the spleen, and the kidneys, which, according to TCM, lead to the disharmony of Qi energy and blood and the loss of the normal distribution of the body fluids and the water metabolism. Your lung is the organ that governs and regulates Qi. The dispersing and descending function of the lungs play an essential role in the distribution, transportation, and excretion of body fluids. And the spleen is the primary organ for transporting and transforming the food essence and the body fluids. The kidney is a water organ and its functions play a fundamental role in your water metabolism. When the lung, the spleen, and the kidneys work harmoniously, usually you have a normal distribution, transportation, and excretion of body fluids and a well-functioning water metabolism. Once any type of dysfunction of any of these organs appears, then the body fluids and the water stay in certain parts of your body, which gradually become the pathogenic phlegm, which causes certain illnesses. And here on the right, you see the phlegm color spectrum. You can have yellow or green phlegm, pink or red or bloody phlegm, white, charcoaly gray phlegm, or brown phlegm. Let's look then at the different causes for phlegm and also the different symptoms and how we can treat them naturally according to TCM. But before we do that, a short reminder, if you enjoy our content, please support us directly by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description box below. Also, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. For the holistic treatments you need and deserve, please do not hesitate to contact us at christine.doctor and we will take care of you wherever you are in the world, remotely, naturally of course, and holistically. And check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibrantbody.net. Links as always also in the description box below for you. Alright then, the first type of phlegm that we're going to discuss is phlegm caused by obstructed lungs. The symptoms here are a suffocating feeling and a fullness feeling in your chest, coughing, shortness of breath, a gurgling sound from your throat, a profuse yellow or white phlegm, a loose or sticky phlegm, slight headaches, no perspiration, aversion to cold, common colds, nasal congestion, and coughing, as well as coughing with thin watery sputum. To treat this type of phlegm, we need to clear the cold, we need to soothe the lungs, resolve the congested fluids, help alleviate the coughing, resolve, of course, the phlegm, and clean out the lung obstruction. And we can do this with apricot kernels and perilla leaves, a combination of the two that is known as formulation 2104. Then we can have phlegm due to an obstruction in your middle burner. Symptoms here, are oppression and fullness at the epigastric region, vomiting, nausea, dizziness, feeling of an unclear head, poor or no appetite, heaviness of the limbs and body, diarrhea, borborygmus, coughing with copious, dilute, white, frothy, and lumpy sputum, palpitations, headaches, pain and full feeling in your chest, dyspnea that gets worse when you lie down, asthma, rattle in your throat, anorexia, lassitude, nausea, a shortness of breath, wheezing, an acute attack of panting with high-pitched sound and rapid exhalation, facial edemas, and weak extremities. To treat the phlegm caused by the obstruction in the middle burner, we want to harmonize the middle burner, so the stomach, and resolve the phlegm. Also resolve the phlegm damp and lung obstruction, the spleen dampness that disturbs the lungs, the damp phlegm retention, and the internal phlegm damp with Qi deficiency, as well as the so-called wind phlegm. And we can do this with a citrus and pinealia combination, which is a typical formula to resolve phlegm by drying the internal dampness. It also simultaneously regulates your spleen and your stomach functions. Your phlegm can be also due to a lung deficiency. Symptoms here are chronic coughing or asthma that gets worse after any type of physical activity, a sticky, scanty sputum or profuse sticky sputum, an aversion to cold, when it's very easy for you to catch a cold, or tidal fever, so a fever in the afternoon, flushed cheeks, coughing with blood-streaked sputum, wheezing, a dry, sore throat, 5-sol heat, afternoon fevers, low-grade fevers, malar flush, irritability, insomnia, shortness of breath, nocturnal emissions, steaming bones, vivid dreaming, fatigue, tinnitus, dizziness, dyspnea, dysphoria, hoarseness, night sweats, maybe hemoptysis, restlessness, as well as decreased urination. And in order to resolve this problem, we want to tonify the lungs and resolve the phlegm, as well as moisten and nourish the lungs and clear the heat. And for that, we can use Lily combination, formula 2092. It treats coughing and asthma with scanty sticky sputum due to the lung yin deficiency, and also an Aereo-Botryia and Ophiopogon combination, formula 2186, which moistens the lungs and relieves the coughing with a dry phlegm. It is also very often used during autumn. Phlegm can also be caused by a kidney deficiency. Symptoms here are a chronic asthma or coughing, when the inhaled Qi is less than an exhaled Qi, when your condition gets worse after activities, when you have profuse loose sputum, edema in your face or the lower part of the body, when you dislike coldness, cold, and you have a pain in your lumbar regions and in your knees, when you suffer from morning diarrhea and frequent urination, as well as a pale tongue with a thin coating. And to treat the phlegm caused by the kidney deficiency, we want to tonify the kidneys to eliminate the water retention or damp factor, and we can achieve this with the Rehmannia 8 formula, which is a kidney tonic for both yin and yang. Next on our list of possible causes is phlegm that is caused by a spleen deficiency. Symptoms herefore are nausea, vomiting with foaming phlegm, being fatigued and getting tired very quickly, having a lusterless complexion or facial edema, abdominal fullness, loose stool, vomiting, distension of the chest and epigastrium, coughing up copious thin white sputum, dyspnea, shallow complexion, anorexia, rolled and pale lips, a stiff tongue, tired limbs, heavy limbs, abdominal and epigastric distension after meals, a stifling sensation in the chest and epigastrium, acid regurgitation, a shortness of breath, loose stools or diarrhea, lethargy, thin muscles, fatigue when you don't like to speak very much, when you feel weak all the time. Soft voice can be a symptom, maybe enuresis. Also possible is borborygmus, having cold extremities, and abundant clear urine, as well as muscle weakness. To treat the spleen deficiency, we want to resolve the phlegm by promoting the spleen and stomach functions. And we can do this with a major 6-herb combination, formula 2050, which is a famous formula that is used to eliminate damp phlegm by promoting the spleen and stomach functions. It is also often used for anorexia, vomiting, chronic gastroenteritis, gastroptosis, and gastrointestinal weakness. We also use ginseng and Atractylodes formula 2173, which strongly tonifies the spleen, the stomach, and the lungs, eliminates the damp stasis in your middle burner. This formula is often used as well for diarrhea, indigestion, and chronic gastroenteritis that is caused by spleen deficiency. It augments the qi, strengthens the spleen and the stomach, removes the food stagnation caused by the spleen deficiency, resolves the dampness, stops the diarrhea and the loose stools or the watery diarrhea, resolves also the weak extremities, weight loss, distension, and stifling sensation in the chest and epigastrium, as well as the pale and wan complexion, abdominal distension, indigestion, vomiting, fatigue, chills, reduced appetite, edemas, and a coughing with copious sputum. And the third formula that we use is ginseng and astragalus 2225, which is a qi tonic for the spleen that supports a healthy lung metabolism and function. Time for conclusions then. Phlegm can easily clog your orifices, and as a result, the over 270 fluids in your body cannot circulate freely anymore, and this leads to a blood stasis and qi stagnation. Diet is, of course, an essential etiological factor that leads to phlegm. The excessive consumption of starchy, greasy, and dairy foods leads to phlegm, and overeating itself can also be the cause of phlegm. Excessive physical work weakens your spleen, which, as we have seen, can also lead to phlegm. Long-term retention of dampness quickly leads to phlegm. Both qi deficiency and qi stagnation in time may lead to the accumulation of fluids and phlegm. But it's important to note that no emotion would lead to phlegm directly. For example, we could not say anger leads to phlegm. Each emotion would cause a derangement of qi first. Li Ding says on this subject, quote, phlegm is due to the accumulation of qi deriving from the 7 emotions: anger, excessive joy, shock, sadness, worry, pensiveness, and fear. However, there are quotations from Chinese doctors who say that emotional stress leads to phlegm. For example, Chen Wu says that the 7 emotions cause chaos and lead to phlegm. Li Yongkui says shock, fear, worry, and pensiveness lead to phlegm. Most emotions initially cause qi stagnation, and it is important to stress that many organs, not just the liver, may suffer from this qi stagnation. Indeed, in the mental-emotional field, the heart and lungs frequently suffer from qi stagnation from worries, sadness, and grief. A modern Chinese book says, when emotions cause stagnation of liver qi, this impairs the spleen transformation, which leads to phlegm. Or emotional stress may lead to qi stagnation, which may turn into fire. And this condenses the body fluids and leads to phlegm. Phlegm is always caused by pathology of fluids transformation, movement, and excretion. And this, as we have seen, involves the dysfunction of many organs, especially the lungs, the spleen, the stomach, the kidneys, the liver, bladder, intestines, and the triple burner. If the phlegm is not rectified in time, phlegm can degenerate into pus, which leads to infections and a pathogenic invasion. So, as you can see, it's very important to first determine the exact cause of your phlegm, which, as mentioned, we can do for you at christine.doctor, link in the description box below for you, and we do this remotely. And then only can you apply the natural holistic treatments. With all it being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. If you did so, please support us directly by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month. Link is mentioned in the description box below, as always. Also, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. Contact us at christine.doctor and we will take care of you. And check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibrantbody.net. Links, as always, also in the description box below for you. Thank you very much for your attention, and until next time, stay healthy.